today. From Lucas Oil Stadium in
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week, so keeping him contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
And Richardson will throw to start out here. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Well, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Richardson working from the gun. And oh, right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. 18 yards the gain for number 18. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. There are the numbers for Samuel from that game last week. 8 catches, 113 yards, and a score.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll set up to throw. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32, a play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. 1st down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he'll Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys would get it at the 25. 2nd drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 21 carries, 132 yards and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. The Colts in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They go play action with Richardson. Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley-Cox, complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Gay's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll set up a throw. Here's Freiermuth again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. The Colts on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. On third down, it's Richardson. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Open man, that's the tight end, Freiermuth. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
2nd and 11 now. Now back to throw. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. They'll look to throw again. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 23. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Over the middle, complete. It's Harris. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Yeah, and on third down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
They're going for it. This is Harris. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. He's got it. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Back to throw. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Boswell's kick is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Colts taking the field again, running back Jonathan Taylor at center stage.
And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense...
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as he'll be left with a 3rd and long.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Out to his left.
And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Well, he was looking at a dime formation, 6 defensive backs on the field, so he's looking for anyone to throw the football to, but he didn't have anyone open, so he took off and ran for it, but he came up just short, and that brings up 4th down.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here comes the Pittsburgh Steelers and running back Najee Harris.
A good job in the passing game. Decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally, you run to set up the pass. Here, it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now he's forced out right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
Harris running straight ahead. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Open man is Samuel, complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
2nd and 1. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They're going to look to throw. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Dancing to his left. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw again. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring.
That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown Steelers. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 17-3. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded right around the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. Pass out left, caught by Woods.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Richardson to throw off play action. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Here's Rigoberto Sanchez on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Harris.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll send you to
message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. Washington with a catch, middle of the field.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Got an open man, it's Pickens. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
They're going to run a little pop pass here.
Johnson on poke 3. Football's out. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Yeah, we may have to revisit it, right? Because if that drive ends up in the end zone, they're sitting pretty at that point. Now, instead, it's a 2-score game that has a chance to tighten up considerably.
Here's Richardson. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
First and 10, Taylor now.
Oh, able to avoid him. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Richardson now on 2nd down. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football, 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple. And that's exactly why they trail.
Richardson on 3rd and short.
On the move to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. 2nd and 4.
Now a give to Taylor. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Richardson looking to throw.
And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Again, it's Richardson. Complete to Mooney on the slant.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it.
And they'll get him down right around the 16.
On the handoff, Taylor.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And Gay knocks this one through. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6.
Well, certainly happy they were able to force the fumble, Charles, but wish they would have gotten in the end zone, only getting 3 points there and still facing this second-half deficit.
And they also will understand it's going to be a whole lot tougher to force another turnover the rest of the game, because that offense, they're going to be all about ball security from here on out.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense.
And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they get a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
Now a man open down the middle of the field.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Flushed out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Quiddy Pay drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. 1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it.
Catch made here by Campbell.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Richardson out of the shotgun. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
The Colts on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Now it's Richardson.
Got an open man. That's Campbell.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the 1st down before taking the hit.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
There, Richardson back to throw it.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Steelers. There he goes, right side. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
On 1st down, Richardson. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. They go play action with Richardson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On second down, this is Harris. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Second down, here's Richardson.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Richardson yet again.
He'll find Taylor. That's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Richardson looking to throw this.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Richardson to the air on first down.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cameron Hayward able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now this one complete on the slant route.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Here's Richardson to throw.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half. Championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a